Welcome, everybody. You guys ready for some Overwatch? I'm ready for some Overwatch. Early stream? No, this is normal time stream, my friend. Okay, we're 25 minutes early. It's slightly early stream. 25. You are correct. We're 25 minutes early. We also did have an early stream earlier. This one's almost not early. It's a little bit early. You are welcome, Tim. All right, let's get into the thick of it.
Someone needs to fill this saddle.
Be getting earlier and earlier every day. Something like that. I am going to be right back. All right, let the warming up commence. My mic's working, right? Yep. All right. Warm up is my favorite time of the day. I love my aim trainers. Sometimes when my games are starting up too quick, I get sad because I can't do no aim training. Did you ever send over that replay code, Grace? Oh, I think you did. 11B2EJ. I got you.
Every soldier holds a cause. Tactical termination.
I actually played this morning. I played some Marvel Rivals for like an hour. And then when I hopped onto Overwatch and did my aim trainer, oh my god, I was cracked. Trying to shoot stuff in Marvel Rivals and then coming over here, it makes it feel like you have aimbot.
Not good enough.
I told her 1 minute ago. Yeah, I was trying to be a morning person. I was feeling the feels. It felt pretty good. I like mornings now. Alright, I guess I'll finish this later. I wanna do the replay. Let's do the replay. Alright, import. 11 something or another. 11B2EJ. Let's see what we got here.
Ready for battle.
I already know I need to wait longer before I come into the viz after attacking people. Alright. She already knows she be messing up. Oh, the Jade Sombra gun. I see you.
Hi.
I see you, Grace.
What's up?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
Alright, Sombra's a little bit different of a difficult of a character to play because she does require quite a bit of aim to play her at a higher level. She also is very tactical, but you need both. If you're 50% aim, 50% tactical, you need both of them to do well. In front of the team. Alright, let's back that up real quick.
Time to take.
So when you play Sombra, you never really want to play like Soldier 76. You don't want to play Sombra 76. Not always. There are some times where you can't go behind them because they're just hunting you the whole time. Then you can. But to start off the game like that, whenever you come out of Invis, whenever you go to attack somebody, you want to make sure nobody's looking at you. You never want to come out in front of somebody. I do it sometimes when I gameplay, but I know it's wrong. I do it anyway because I'm cocky. You're not supposed to. Whenever you come out of Invis, you always want to make someone turn around. Oh my god, the ad. Watch that ad, Grace. Give my income. Whenever you come out of Invis, you never want to come out in front of people. You always want to come out where they have to turn to get to you. You have to annoy the enemy by making them look for you. You don't want to come out in front. So here, you're running away from the soldier who saw you, but then you go group up with your team, and the whole enemy team is looking at your team, and you come out of Invis in front of them. Right here, you come out of Invis, and then you just stand right in front of 3, 4, 5. It could be 5 people. That's at least 4 people staring at you. By the way, if you get shot while you're going for the hack, it'll stop the hack. So you definitely don't want to be going for a hack while 5 people are staring at you. Let's see if you get the hack off. Yeah, you got shot out of it. You always want to be with Sombra. You always want to be on an angle where people have to turn to look at you. You don't want to make it easy for them. All right, so you're gonna leave. Let's see what you do. Straight up the middle, also bad. If you get shot, they can see you while you're invisible. Straight up the middle where they're already shooting means they're gonna shoot you out of Invis. You are revealed now. Let's see what happens. Good dodge. Going for the hack. A lot of times I choose not to go for the hack because the hack doesn't do very much for you. The hack used to lock you out of abilities for like 5 seconds. Now it locks you out of an ability for a fraction of a second. Like you can't even count as slow as this. It doesn't really do anything. So a lot of times you could just go for the surprise attack instead of hacking to give away that, hey, I'm over here is kind of what you're saying when you hack people. A lot of times I don't even go for the hack. The hack does make you do more damage when you're shooting somebody, but let's see what you do with it. Yeah, if you hack them and then go, oh crap, let me hide, and you could have just done more damage just by shooting. A lot of times I come out of invis and I lead with my little poison throw and then shoot. I don't even bother with the hack. I just throw the poison and I start shooting. I see a lot of Sombras playing this way, by the way, where every single time they start with the hack. Every single time. The problem with the hack is the hack tells the entire team. It's loud, first off. So people who aren't looking at you can hear it and they know where you're at. It's really loud. And it tells the entire enemy team to prepare because you're about to attack. So hacking every single time is not the play. Sometimes maybe. Every single time normally isn't the play. It gives the team a huge heads up about what you're about to do. Barely survived with 11 HP. Going for a health pack. Also, I choose not to hack health packs normally because it's really loud when you hack and it tells the enemy team where you're at and like what your plans are and stuff. I try to be a little bit quiet, so I don't normally hack health packs.
Watching the enemy has claimed the robot.
They're pushing the barricade.
As you said earlier, it's very, very rare that I ever do anything until my cooldown is at least 1 to 2 seconds left on the cooldown, because you want to have that escape. If the whole enemy team turns to look at you, you want to be able to have that escape ready. So I normally don't hack or shoot until I have, at a minimum, 2 seconds left on that cooldown. Normally, I try to make sure I come out of invis before I do anything, though. I let the viz naturally expire, and that's the point at which I attack. Normally, sometimes I come out a little bit earlier, but if you have more than 2 seconds left, it's a death sentence at higher ranks.
What's up?
How'd they take our lead?
Thanks, I needed that.
A taste of poison.
Peace. And I'm
I do that a lot as well. Throw the, I call it poison. I don't know what, I throw the poison from a distance, just to get some ult charge. Very nice. Very nice little melt on her. Very nice. The Mercy's probably going to go for the res. Hacked her out of the res. Very nice. I would hack a little bit less. Yeah, there's a lot of, you didn't have to hack that Mercy. You didn't have to go for the hack on the Zarya. I would hack a little bit less and just focus on a little more damage. Yeah, so I noticed you hacked the Lucio and then you didn't shoot at the Lucio. Whenever you hack somebody, all it does is make you do a little bit more damage at that person. It doesn't do anything else. It doesn't lock them out of abilities. It doesn't, yeah, that's it. It doesn't really do anything else. It is an ability stopper. You can stop a res or stop an ultimate, like to break the. But like hacking Lucio, not shooting at Lucio, you should have just shot. You shouldn't have hacked there. Even if you would have hacked Zarya, it still wouldn't have done much. He wouldn't have had his bubble for a fraction of a second. It wouldn't have really done too much. Sometimes it's good to hack the tank because you do more damage if you're gonna light the tank up. But normally it's better just to not hack people. You're doing a lot of hacks. I see a lot of Sombras do a lot of hacks. The hack is a waste of time. The hack's not very good. I very, very rarely hack when I'm playing Sombra.
I leave a trail of
Ay, te asusté.
Now that was a good hack because that Mercy was by herself. She had no one to fly to or anything, and you know you're gonna light her up and put a whole clip into her. That hack's good because you're gonna do extra damage now. Normally, if you have multiple people shooting at you, you don't have time to hack and do damage before they all shoot at you, or you're gonna shoot at somebody else anyway, like when you hacked the Lucio and then shot at the Zarya. But in this situation, that was a pretty good hack because now you're gonna be able to do a lot of damage to her while she's by herself.
Shouldn't have put your head there.
I'm running hot. Let's go!
Catch you later.
My rule of thumb for hacking is if there's multiple people, I don't hack. If they're by themselves, I can hack. That was a lot of damage. You might kill that Lucio. Very nice. That was a good hack. That was a good hack too. Now hacking the enemy tank when he's by himself or when you're behind him and he's not shooting at you is very strong because you can put a whole clip into him and you do a lot of damage to a tank when he's hacked. That was a pretty good hack. If he had people with him, I'd say it wasn't. For two reasons. One, they can shoot you out of the hack, and it's a waste of time. And two, if they shoot you out of the hack, you could have been shooting the whole time, getting a lot more damage, getting a lot more ult charge. And your EMP is actually pretty good because your EMP does lock people out of their abilities for like 3 seconds. Not to mention it does damage, and it makes you do more damage when you shoot them. EMP is actually really good. So I'm constantly doing damage trying to farm that EMP instead of hacking. Most people constantly hack. I constantly do damage so that I have EMP up more.
Where's the bot going? Bring him back.
Now, there's a lot of people here. There's a lot of people here, and you're by yourself, so I would stop hacking at this point. Hacking is just going to tell everybody where you're at and what you're going to do. I would just shoot and try to go for ult charge, and if I get a pick while I'm doing it, cool. But I'm mainly farming ult charge at this point, and if I can get a kill, I'll get a kill. It does sound like their Sombra's hunting you, which is actually really good. If their Sombra's hunting you, they're not hunting your supports, which is really good for your team. And if she's hunting you, you got to be ready for it, because every time she hacks you, get ready to throw that little thing and run away, because you don't really want to be 2v1ing on Sombra. You don't really have the kit to be 2v1ing people. So as soon as she hacks you, I just try to run. I get ready for it. I just try to distract the Sombra and farm ultimate. It's pretty much all I do when I'm being hunted like that. Nice escape, very nice. Now, I would have went straight back to try to distract that Sombra again. You went back to your team for, I guess, protection. I would have went back, and I would continually juke the other Sombra so she never bothers my team, and she's constantly going for me, while shooting her team, not going for kills, because I'm just trying to survive if I'm being hunted, but trying to build ult, because your ult is actually pretty strong.
Can't believe this.
Ay, te asusté.
This ends now.
Now, you constantly teleport to the back of your team, which isn't a really good play because the whole enemy team is shooting that way. So when you have low health and you teleport to your team, I think you're doing it for heals or something. Whenever I teleport, I normally teleport behind the enemy because they're not shooting that way. And if they do try to shoot at me, they're turning their backs to our team and they're getting shot in the back of the head. So I would teleport the other way instead of to your team. I'd be teleporting away from your team. So I'm constantly behind the enemy because I'm invisible. What are they going to do? And I'd be using health packs to heal. So on Sombra, I think it's very important to know where the health packs are around the map. I think that's very important. I very, very rarely go back to my team for heals. I live in the back line. Yeah, that was a good hack. She couldn't teleport out for a millisecond. That millisecond got her killed. I'd be making my way to their spawn right now, and I'd be annoying the hell out of. Now, whenever they're grouped up, you're not really trying to get kills. You're just trying to annoy the hell out of them. You're trying to frazzle them. So I'd be back here. I'd get behind them, not in front of them. Not a bad hack at all. Nice kill, very nice. And I would just keep ignoring them. And as soon as they stopped hunting me, I'd annoy them again. Came out of his a little bit earlier there. You should be dead here. Yeah. You died because you came out too early. If you would have waited 2 more seconds, you would have been able to survive that. Also, you came out in front of the enemy. You should have came out invis behind them. You came out right in front of them, so they all were looking directly at you. You should have tried to maneuver around behind them, so they had to turn around, give you an extra second to shoot.
They really have it out for me.
I'm reaching.
Peace.
Here, you're heading towards your team. I'd head around.
Ay, te asusté.
Yeah, I would not. You'd never head to your team with Sombra. You always want to head behind the enemy. You want to make them turn around. Even if you're not getting kills, you're doing a lot by making the enemy turn around. So they're not looking at your team.
Catch you later.
Also, if you're by your team, you can get shot out of your invis and people will know where you're at. So you don't really want to be where the people are shooting. Yeah, you definitely don't want to hack if you're in front of them like that. If you're in front and you just shoot. I normally aren't in front of the enemy, but if I was in that situation, you do not go for the hack. You just start shooting. Yeah, you were in front the whole time there. You never tried to go behind them. With Sombra, you always want to be behind the enemy, always. You can teleport and go and visit any point, so there's no reason not to be behind the enemy. It's not like they can do anything about it.
Gotta go. My ultimate is ready.
You do have an EMP here. Now, EMP is really good if you combo it with your teammates. You never, never, never want to go in an EMP. I do this all the time. I EMP alone, but you're not supposed to, all right? I do it because, like I really want, like, a Mercy dead because she pissed me off or something. But this is not how I use it effectively. You never want to EMP alone. You always want to look at your teammates, make sure they're near. At a minimum, make sure they're near. But most of the time, you want to try to combo when they're about to ult. So right now, you have... Any combo ults? I mean, Hazard could be good. Moira could be good. Hanzo's ult not that great by himself. But anyone else, if they ult and you EMP, that's a pretty strong combo. You would try to, at a bare minimum, you want to make sure your team is like pushing and they're actually fighting when you hit your ultimate. You do not want to hit that when you're by yourself. All right, you're probably going to EMP here. You're not looking at your team to see where they're at all. So let's see if you check. You always want to check where your team is before you EMP, always. All right, let's see what happens. I don't see teammates. You do have 2 teammates hiding, which is a bad sign. It means they might be about to die. This doesn't look like it'd be a good EMP. Let's see if you use it or if you save it.
This ends now. Te asusté. Apagando las luces.
Yeah, that wasn't the best timing. They were winning that fight. I would have waited because your team looked like they were retreating. It didn't look like you looked at your team much. With Sombra, I'm looking at my team a lot. Anytime I go behind them, I want to wait for them to start shooting before I start shooting them. I don't always wait, but if I'm not waiting, I'm shooting like it's less than half a second. I'm shooting, I'm teleporting. Like I don't hang out. The only time I hang out is while they're preoccupied dealing with my team. I'm constantly checking where my team is before I attack when I'm playing Sombra. I think you need to look where your team is more often. Right there, it was a 2v5 when you EMP'd, I think, and they were ulting. So I think you ulted to try to stop the Sojourn ult, but it doesn't stop it. So yeah, you paid for it there.
Catch you later.
I feel all warm.
Looks like you guys are cleaning up though. Very nice. Sounds like there's a Sombra or something behind you.
Hackeo listo. Ay, te asusté.
I got this Sombra keeps messing with y'all. I want to see what she's doing. See what she's doing real quick.
Ya volví.
Not for long.
Hackeo listo.
Whenever Sombras do that, they try to bait you into they try to bait attention. Don't take the bait. Like you were just shooting the air trying to find her. Yeah, don't do that. That's why they're doing the voice lines. They're trying to bait your attention so you're not doing things you should be doing, like going after their back line. Don't take the bait. Don't take the bait next time. Sombra is not a Sombra counter anymore. She used to be when her hack locked out abilities. It doesn't really do that anymore. The EMP kind of does, but the regular hack doesn't. Sombra's not a Sombra counter. Don't try to hunt Sombra with Sombra. Whenever I'm playing Sombra and a Sombra hunts me, we normally we win 90% of the time because Sombra it is not a Sombra counter.
Sie werden dich nicht te asusté. Огонь по готовности.
Soul drones are really dangerous. Normally when you're fighting a Soul drone, you want to shoot him in the back. You don't want to fight him straight up. You're not really going to win a fight against a Soul drone straight up.
Trying to keep me out? I don't think so.
Soul drones have a lot of burst damage. They only got to hit a couple shots and then they just rail you and you're just dead. You'll think you're okay. Oh, I got over half health. Not when they hit that rail gun. Soul drones are really tough. You don't really want to straight up 1v1 them.
Peace.
Your team is close.
We almost have the lead.
The robot and me. We're strolling.
Somebody call.
You're mine now.
Dragon consume you!
Surrender to my will.
Pushing on ahead.
Tengo que irme.
Also, I'm gonna tell you something real quick, Grace. This is one of the tips I want you to focus on. I see you running back to your team a lot whenever you get panicked when they're attacking you or something. You run back to your team a lot. I want to see you run the opposite way of your team. I want you to drag attention away from the fight and not to the fight. You want to bring people out of the team fight so that your team is constantly doing a 5v4 or a 5v3 against the enemy because they're hunting you. So whenever you run away, try to run the other way to bring attention the other way. Stop bringing that attention towards your team. Your main job as Sombra is to distract. Your secondary job is to get kills. But you're an excellent distractor, but you need to run away from your team to bring the attention away, not towards the team. That's one of the biggest things I need you to focus on. Stop bringing the attention towards your team.
This ends
That,
now.
and if you can, it's kind of hard to kill supports sometimes, but if you can, try to focus on their supports. Even if you're not killing supports, if you're getting them frazzled and you're making them not heal as much, you are doing a lot. So yeah, a lot of times Sombra's job is to hunt the supports. You wanna make the supports' lives hell, even if you're not killing them. You wanna make them not, like, especially if there's someone who takes skill to, if it's not a Mercy, if it's someone like Ana or something who actually you have to hit your shots. If you're constantly shooting out of Ana, even if she's not dying, she's gonna be nervous and she's gonna be missing shots and she's not gonna be healing her team that effectively. You want to be constantly frazzled. Same thing with Mercy. If you're constantly shooting at a Mercy, she's going to stop hiding behind cover and she's going to run towards your team to get away from you because you should be behind her. So she's going to try to dodge you and then your team can kill her. So even if you're not getting kills, you should be distracting the enemy supports a lot. Now, as Sombra, you want to go for whoever's alone, mainly. But try to focus supports. Your job as Sombra is mainly to frazzle the supports, to get them to make dumb decisions. You want to really freak the supports out. Now, if you would have hit your poison on that Mei, that would have been a pretty good hack. The poison does significantly faster damage if you hit a hack first. But if you hack and then miss the poison, the hack was pretty much useless. Especially against a Mei who can just cleanse it off. Which is why I normally, because the poison's hard to hit, that's why I normally don't go for the hack. I just throw the poison straight up, because the hack warns them and then they start dodging and it makes it harder to hit the poison. Where if you don't hack and you just come out of invis and instantly throw the poison, it's a lot easier to hit the shot because people are a lot less aware it's going to happen. If you hack first, they're more aware and they start dodging faster. A lot of times it's easier to hit that if they're not hacked. Hitting it is really important because if you hit that, it gives you a lot of ult charge. So you want to hit as many of those as possible. If the hack is making you miss it, just stop hacking. Hacking does make it harder because then they start juking as you're hacking them. Also, that's another reason I don't hack a lot. You constantly get shot out of your hack. And at Sombra, that's going to happen a lot. People are going to shoot you out of your hack. You'll get a feel for when you should and shouldn't hack, but the majority of the time, I just don't hack. It's pretty rare that I actually hack my target. EMP could be really strong here with a combo. Before you EMP, you do want to look and check where your team is. If they're all alive, but they're hiding behind a corner somewhere, the EMP only lasts 3 seconds. You want to be really ready. Yo, what up, Chief Shot? Chief Shot! What's up, man? I'm excited to try some Illuminids with my new sickle today later. Haven't tried the new sickle on Illuminids. I've been really enjoying that new gun. But here, it's really important when you MP, Sombra specifically, it's really, really important you know where your team is. You want them to be pushing forward because the EMP is only good for the first 3 seconds. Like, your team needs to be ready for it or it's useless. Like, EMP, you got 3 seconds to make it work. If you don't get kills in 3 seconds, the EMP it was kind of a waste. Your team has to be there in those first 3 seconds. So whenever you EMP... Also, I saw you teleport, and I think you're going to do it again from your setup here. I think you're going to teleport up in the air to EMP. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. You wanna go invis, walk behind them, wait your timer out, and then EMP. That way you can escape. Because as soon as you EMP, the whole team's gonna look at you and try to kill you as soon as you do it. So you want to have your escape ready. So don't teleport in the air and EMP. Don't do that. Which is what I think you're about to do.
Approaching the final destination.
Apagando las luces.
Now you have no escape for 4 seconds, and you're in front of everybody. You should die here. Let's see what happens. So if you would have just went and viz, walked around to behind or even in the middle of them, then EMP, you'd have your escape so you could teleport away. And then there's even a bridge right above where that fight was going. I would have teleported up there and just rained fire down upon people right after EMPing is what I would have done there.
The enemy has claimed the robot.
Yeah, you never want to teleport an EMP. You don't ever want to do that because it ruins your escape and they're just going to melt you. That'll never work at higher ranks. Whenever you come out with Sombra, you have to always, every time you're fighting, you have to have that escape of Sombra. Every time. There's like no exceptions. You always have to have your escape. People are going to melt you. People hate Sombra. You're going to be hard targeted, like harder than Mercy gets targeted whenever you play Sombra. Everybody's going to want your head on Sombra. You always got to have your escape ready. All right. I think you guys are way in a lead here. You should take the W.
I'll find the back door. Time's up, amigo. We're not quitting, are we?
I wish I could see the score. Do you remember what the stats were this game?
Hack complete.
I feel like you're doing pretty good. Oh, woke up sick, huh?
Let us end their pathetic hopes.
You got to get to work but can't stand. That's crazy. That's not that important, Grace. It looks like you did well, though. I feel like you did pretty well this game. Stat-wise. A lot of mistakes, but it's your first time playing Sombra. Not a bad gameplay for your first time ever playing Sombra. Not bad at all.
I'm on fire! Did I scare you?
Very true, Tyler. I like going to bed sick and waking up fresh. I don't want to go to bed fresh and wake up sick. Yeah, best wishes, Chief. 19 and 6. Not bad at all. Yeah, the 34 enemies hack means nothing. You shouldn't be hacking that many enemies. That means nothing. Yeah, not a bad gameplay. Good win. I would definitely, even if you're not getting kills, if you're constantly messing with the healers so that they make stupid decisions, that's really how you play a good Sombra. You stay alive, meaning you only attack when you're coming off cooldown, so that you get your cooldown to escape. Focus on that and focus on being behind the enemy and constantly pushing the healers into our team. So you want to be behind their team so that when you shoot the healers, they run towards your team to survive you. And they run into our... If you hack a health pack, it gives you heals whenever you or someone else picks up the heals. That's how you got the healing. But you constantly want to be back them so that when they run from you, they run into your team. You want to get them frazzled so they don't know so they don't have cover. If they hide from your team, they're in front of you, and if they hide from you, they're in front of your team. That's why you want to constantly be behind them, Grace. Yeah, you want to do like a pincher attack. Sombra is all about frazzling the enemy. I've had plenty of games where I've absolutely carried and my stats look like I did nothing. Where the whole enemy team absolutely hated me and my whole team hated me because they thought I didn't do anything. I went like 6 kills and my whole team had like 15, 20 kills. But the entire time I was behind the enemy team pushing them into our team to give our team easy kills. A lot of times Sombra on your own team is the unsung hero and nobody knows how much work you're actually putting in. It isn't really about the kills on Sombra. Sombra's a lot like Widowmaker, where you're not going to have huge kills, like huge kill numbers and stuff a lot of the time, but you're going to be doing a lot that doesn't show up on the stat board, like frazzling the enemy and making the supports do really stupid, like Mercy specifically. Making Mercies do really stupid things, like flying into the enemy team. It's very, very difficult to play Mercy against a good Sombra because they're constantly pushing you out of your hidey holes and into the open so that your team can shoot her. All right, I'm going to kill my Pharah as fast as I can, then I'll be ready to jump into a game. Let's do this. I'm starting out with some lag today. Damn. That sucks. The only way to fix this is to restart my game, which will end my stream. Woo! That's tough. That's tough. I hate it because the only way to fix the lag is to restart the game. I'm gonna have to. Oh man, I think. Oh, it's such a pain to restart the stream though, because I gotta do things on my computer every single time, and I'm gonna lose viewers. I hate it. I don't want to restart the stream. I guess better now than never, though. 6, 10. This is about my normal time anyway. I'm going to restart my game real quick. I'll be right back, guys. Rejoin the stream in a minute, guys. It's going to restart my stream when I do this.